Previously, on Chosen Ones, the group discusses their plans to go to Looking Glass, Avayath stopping by the library to let Estel know their plans. Estel tells him to go talk to Wynn, as he might be able to assist with them getting into Looking Glass since he has connections to the Prime Capital that could help. Shui finally has his talk with Dashi, letting her know that he'll be leaving soon for another big adventure. She reveals that the side effects from being in the moon haven't fully vanished, her butterfly wings still appearing when in moonlight. Brandy also has a conversation with Merlin, asking her why she was found in Mirror Depths when she started to become a jabber. She said she felt called to it, but she wasn't sure why. He also confronts Merlin about her having her memories back and recognizing him. She says that she'll never be able to forgive him, and he accepts this, telling her he simply is trying to atone for everything that he's done. Theo goes to ask Miffy if he'd be willing to come with them to find Titus in the Black Heart. Miffy expresses concern for who he might have been in the past, but is grateful for the opportunity to help out, and maybe get to know Essence more along the way.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go. On we'll go.
So Avayath, you're going to go talk to Wynn.
Yes.
He's not hard to find. He's been kind of the one who's been taking his meals and things because Peter's been, like I said, staying in his cabin pretty much the whole time. And you see him, he's just taking like the dishes back from having probably given Peter a meal and then taken them and heading back to go put them away.
Avayath waves as he approaches. Wynn, I've been looking for you. Do you have a moment?
Oh, yeah, sure. Hey, Avayath, what's up?
Well, the boys and I plan to travel to Mirror Depths.
The boys? Oh, that underwater kingdom?
Yes,
I've never been.
yeah, I just wanted to let all the mentors know, including you, of course. We have a number of things we need to investigate. Estel said it would be rather difficult to get in there, into the, what was it called, the Looking Glass?
Oh, yeah, they're one of those, I mean, a lot of the big kingdoms are kind of hard to get into. It's Looking Glass, Prime Capital, Black Peak, those are the three major ones, so...
Well, Estel also said that you might be able to help us get in there.
Oh, yeah, I've got something, actually. And you see him, like, turn around, he pulls out from, like, one of his pockets, he's got, like, this little handkerchief. It has, like, an emblem on it that you can see. It looks like, kind of like a bird perched on top of some kind of branch, which you would recognize is the symbol of the Prime Capital. It's kind of got, like, these circles around it, kind of like a little intricate design. And he's like, I mean, it's kind of old, and it doesn't work for me because it's enchanted, and obviously, you know, the spark thing.
Oh, right.
But yeah, if you have one of these, most places will let you in, because Prime Capital's like, you know, the big one. So most kingdoms or cities and high officials and stuff will let you in if they know you're with the royal family.
Oh, I see. Well,
They usually just think it's fake for me because of the enchantment thing.
that's rather unfortunate. But would you be willing to let us borrow it? Do you think it would work if we came in with it?
Oh, sure. He reaches out to let you take it.
Thank you so much. Oh, this is wonderful. You've been a great help, Wynn.
Yeah, are you guys stopping anywhere along the way to Mirror Depths?
Yes, we are actually. We need a couple supplies to help us traverse underwater, so we're going to stop by Hillfar and then travel from Hillfar to Mirror Depths.
Oh, that's awesome. My dad, actually, he owns a farm there. You should say hi to him.
Oh, wonderful. Yes, I'd be glad to meet him.
If you tell him that you're friends with me, he usually gives people a discount.
Oh, fantastic. What does he sell?
He's a tailor there, so he makes clothes and stuff. Most of what I'm wearing actually is from him.
Oh, great. Oh, that'll be fun. Sure, I'd love to check out his shop.
He smiles.
I've never been to Hillfar before. What else is there?
I mean, it's kind of a smaller town. They're all like, resources and stuff. They don't have to go to any bigger cities, but it's not like an adventuring town. Just pretty small. It's nice though.
It would be nice to visit anyways. That might make it difficult to find what we're looking for though. We need some arrows that work underwater for Theo.
Well, I mean, most of that stuff you're probably going to find in Looking Glass itself.
True, yes, I still said that as well, that's right.
A little town like Hillfar won't have a lot of stuff because there's really no reason usually for them to have to travel underwater, even though they're pretty much right next door.
Yes, well, that makes sense. Okay. I don't suppose you would want to come along by any chance, would you?
Well, I can't go underwater, so that's kind of a problem.
Yeah, I figured.
And I can't teleport either, so...
We've been told that with all the jabbers wandering around, it's best not to bring too many people, so maybe it's for the best.
You probably wouldn't want to have to travel for 3 weeks because of me. When they moved the compound, I had to walk, so...
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
It's no one's fault.
They didn't give him like a fucking wagon or a horse? He had to walk? Why? Why didn't they give him a horse?
I'm sure they gave him something. He's just saying, like, he had to go by foot.
Okay, I was gonna say, Jesus Christ.
It wasn't, like, full on foot. He's just saying that he had to travel by himself.
Yeah, no, I get you now. I was just like, Jesus, I had to walk. What the fuck? You travel for months, dog? What?
Not months. It was like, I think from where your old compound was to there, it was a month by himself.
Jesus.
His spark sucks most of the time. Very good in combat, sucks all of the other time.
Yeah, Avayath is gonna puff up his chest a bit and be like, well, don't be disheartened. You've still been a great help, Win. With this, I think we'll be able to accomplish what we need with ease.
Well, good luck on your journey.
Yes, thank you.
Do you want to roll an insight check?
Sure. I'm gonna feel bad for Win.
Win's got high enough charisma, he'll probably beat that. Yep, nothing's wrong. Carry on.
Well, Jay feels bad, but Avayath doesn't know anything. And what was he in the middle of doing again?
Win was taking dishes to put away because he had just taken the dishes from Peter's hut, or Peter's cabin. He just took them.
I see, okay. So I guess he says, do you want any help with that?
Oh, no, I'm good. Peter's just kind of like readjusting to everything, and he doesn't want a lot of people around him, and me and him are pretty close, so I've just been checking in on him and stuff.
I see, well, I'd like to talk to Peter again once he's feeling like talking, which I guess he usually doesn't. But still, it'd be nice to talk again whenever he's ready.
I mean, I'm sure he wouldn't mind you saying hi. It's just, I think him and the demon dude were together for like a long time, like a really long time.
Yes.
And so I'm sure he's just trying to figure out how to deal with not doing that. You know?
Yes, I imagine he's been through a lot. Then I'll probably check up on him before I go.
Well, see ya. And he starts to walk away.
See you later, Win.
I'm all good. Okay, no. Nothing wrong here. Okay, no.
Same here. Couldn't be better.
Nothing's wrong with me. I'm happy all the time. Thanks for taking away my only status symbol. Bye.
I can go with the distance. Okay, no.
So Theo's been trying to take times in each day to meditate. Theo will go up to Brandy. What he'd be doing, I imagine maybe he's reading some poetry, I don't know.
Yeah, he's probably just reading or something.
Theo's gonna be gay and do that couple thing and hug his shoulders, looking over his shoulder at what he's reading.
Okay.
How you doing?
I'm doing alright, darling. How are you?
Well, I've been trying to, improve myself, I think I'd say.
Not sure how you can do that, but by all means.
He kisses his cheek, and then he stands up straight again. Well, I mean that, Shui showed me how to meditate. You've probably noticed the time I've spent at the library.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been trying to do that, and even before that, I had a talk with Avayath and Shui, both of them, really. Talked a bit about how I felt and was feeling. Because, yeah, I felt like oh, it's hard to explain.
Take your time.
I guess I just wasn't being my best self, I think.
I think I know what you mean by that.
Yeah, after separating from you all and spending all that time on my own, there was a lot of time to think, but I didn't use it to make myself better, really. I admit, after some point, really my only hope was to see you, because I didn't know, if I ever would. I don't know, some feelings about the others festered a little, I think.
I mean, I'd be lying if I said you weren't my number one priority going through everything we had. Obviously, I care very, very much about Shui and Avayath. I love the two of them to death. They're some of my best friends, but I mean, there's a reason I'm marrying you.
It does make me feel good, in a selfish way. But I just, with everything happening again, I feel like I was emotionally being the weak link. I think I needed to work through a lot of it so that I could be stronger for you guys. Because with what we're up against, I want to say the thoughts that I've had, even if they've been bad. I told Avayath I hadn't liked him very much.
No, I get that. I mean, same boat. Though I guess probably for different reasons.
It was a selfish reason. I just, I told him all about how I would have fought him if he tried to take you away. I would have fought him. And I love him, just like you. So, but yeah, it's better now. And same with Shui. I don't know, getting off my chest that I treated him more as an underling before felt better because, he's not that. So.
Of course.
So I'm feeling better about it all. But there's one more person that I feel like I should talk to.
This is where you told me that you actually don't like me. This is where you told me that you're so upset with me and that everything's falling apart. I understand. I'm sorry I keep bringing up the group name thing. I know it's weighing on me real hard.
Oh my gosh. Yes, of all things, that's my gripe.
Yeah. Broken the camel's back. I get it.
No, we're engaged now. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
We've been engaged for, what is it, about a week now?
Yeah, I'd say a little bit more than that. Yeah, closer to 2 or 3 now.
Not 3, but
Closer to 2 now. Shut up. It's closer to a year now, actually.
So exciting. But sometimes I remember about how we first met. And I know that you lied to me a lot for good reason, emotionally, for you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Brandy, I
have no idea. I have no idea what you mean.
Theo's smile is huge right now. He's
Ready, turns his head away, just I don't.
Theo goes up and takes his chin and gently brings it to look back at him. Brandy, I can tell every time that you're lying. That's what I met you with. I know it when I see it now.
It's fair.
But I'm not mad at you.
Well, that certainly puts me at ease.
I know why you did it. And I'm honestly pretty glad that you did it.
Yeah, I doubt being honest about who I was at the very start. All of our journeys together would have ended very well.
Part of me thinks I still would have tried. I really tried. You know, you were just so hot and...
Yeah, I was gonna say, I noticed in other instances of meeting you, I don't know how I didn't notice sooner, but yeah, I could see that.
Well, it's because you know me better now. You know how to spot it, just like how I can spot you.
You weren't too slick there yourself, partner. Like, just smirks.
Oh, well, I'm just glad that I know you, and that I get to be with you forever.
Yeah, I'm glad I get to be with you forever too, darling. And I promise, I ain't gonna lie to you anymore.
You couldn't if you tried.
Unless I have to, but otherwise...
Why would you have to,
No reason.
Brandy...
No, I couldn't think of one as a thing, so I'd just never lie to you. Obviously.
He shakes his head. Anyway, what I really wanted to say was, you're always doing your best, and you're always trying so hard to fix the world and everything in it. Always thinking of the next thing to help. Always thinking of the next person to save. It just adds to the reasons for me to love you. But, yeah, I want to be more like that, more ready to help. Throughout all this time, I've had a lot of fears. And that's what stopped me from doing a lot more helping that I could have done. But I want to be more like all three of you. Because, you are all my closest connections. And I respect you all so much. So I'm just trying to make myself better. Inspired by all of you.
Well, that's mighty flattering, darling, but I'd say you've done quite a lot of help yourself already.
Honestly, I can't think of anything.
I mean, look at me. I would not be who I am today if it wasn't for you.
He looks a little confused.
If I didn't end up in your barn those months ago, and you, with no regard to yourself, so selflessly, ran to assist me immediately, this bleeding, injured man in your barn, you nursed back to health yourself, and took so many chances on, even though you could, see through my bullshit. I mean, having that kind of support system behind me, it gave me a lot more, a lot more of a push to want to be who you seem to think I was. You looked at me like I had something worth looking at. And I guess, I wanted to prove myself for you, to be the person that you seemed to think I could be, or think I was, and, work hard at being a better person.
The very fact that you tried all of that, I think, speaks to your character.
But that's what I'm saying is, thinking of anybody else in the world coming across me, I don't think nothing would be the same. I don't even know if I would have been here. I don't know if I'd still be here. You've made me like one of the best people I can be, and that's a hell of a lot of help. Not to mention how much Shui looks up to you, and how much Avayath respects you, and how much you seem to care about all the folks around you, and trying to comfort those you can. I mean, Avayath is more the heroic type. Like, he helps people in a physical sense, but you help folks in an emotional sense, and that is just as important, if not more important, than going out and slaying big monsters and whatnot. I don't think you should discount that.
I don't know. I think because of that 100-day gap, I felt a bit stagnated. A bit regressed.
I mean, that's not your fault.
But I certainly could have tried harder to be better. Which, that's just why I'm doing what I'm doing now. But I do appreciate it. I appreciate what you see in me, and I'm just glad that it was our fate to connect like this. And if it's possible, because I don't know precisely how his spark works, but I just want him to surge the red line into vision.
Adorable.
Sure.
Nice. He holds up he'll hold up his ring finger, and it'll come from the ring.
Adorable. That's so fucking gay.
And Theo will give him a kiss.
Brandy will kiss back.
From there, we will move on to, I think I said we'll do Brandy going to talk to Arthur. And anyone else who wants to go talk to Arthur.
Oh, I did want Theo to try to go to Arthur more often.
This is like the day before you're leaving. So Brandy and Theo, as you go out onto the stage, you can see already standing on the stage is Libris, with Zyri standing a little bit close by. Hello.
Howdy.
Were you just visiting Arthur?
No, I was actually waiting to see if one of you could let me in.
Oh, yes, I mean, Theo looks at Brandy. I think that'll be alright.
I mean, probably. Fucking insight check, though.
Go for it.
Is this Libris? Is this Zyri? Are they the right ones? That should be a +2, so 20, non-natural.
Yeah, they seem to be the right ones. I would notice that Zyri is looking off into the distance. He seems uncomfortable, and Libris also seems a little bit nervous.
Okay. I will call... Ring ring. I'll call, Arthur. I'm gonna roll a D100. Oh no, it doesn't go through for the first time. So Brandy's like, "Hey Arthur, it's Brandy. Could you let me and Theo in? We wanted to visit. Also, Zyri and Libris are here. They wanted to come as well. Hope that's all right."
Silence. You see Libris shifting, and Zyri also shifting uncomfortably. Is there a problem?
No, just hold on a second. Why do you need them, by the way?
Oh, it's a conversation that's been a long time coming. And you see at that, Zyri's like, I'm gonna go wait in the cabin. You'll know where I am. And he starts to walk away.
No, just hold on a second.
No, I'm not coming anyway. She's talking alone.
Okay. Hey, Arthur, you there?
What?
I'm not done with my message. Shut up.
Oh,
me,
sorry.
me and Theo.
Somehow interrupts your sending.
We're coming to visit you. And Libris is waiting out here too. Wanted to chat with you, I guess. Could you let us in, partner?
There is a pause.
Oh my god, did the fucking message not go through again?
No, you just hear back, why does she want to come in?
Roll fucking D100. God damn it. I don't know. She wants to talk to you. Conversation that's been a long time coming, I guess.
Sure. Okay, I'll open up the portal for you.
Great. Thanks, Arthur. No, I didn't roll a D100. Does he get that one? Yes, he does.
Barely.
Barely.
Barely. It comes in staticky.
Thanks.
Yeah.
But you step through, and you can see Zyri, walking off, rubbing the back of his neck, heading towards one of the empty cabins.
Sorry, come on. It's open.
It's okay. He He doesn't want to be here for this.
Why?
He gave me permission to talk about something with Arthur, but he doesn't want to do the talking.
Okay.
You guys can have your conversation, and then I'll just step in at the end. It shouldn't take more than a moment.
You're real weird about this.
It's fine. She steps onto the portal.
Oh, okay. We'll step onto the portal.
Theo shrugs at Brandy. He's like, Zyri doesn't like talking very much.
Alright.
It's true. He doesn't. That's just me. That's not deliberate. You step through and you can see lab looks the same as it has been before. There's a lot of empty cups of tea laid out.
A lot of tea.
Arthur is sitting at his desk currently. He has like a fresh cup of tea that he's brewed. Seems like he's probably been either working on that one machine that was broken, like there's tons of tools around it, or he's been sitting at this desk.
Howdy, partner.
And he like looks up when you both come in, and he smiles when he sees you and Theo, but when he sees Libris, he frowns immediately.
Okay.
I'm just gonna wait over here. You won't even know I'm here. Ooh, what's this? She like starts wandering towards one of the tubes.
Howdy, partner. You alright?
Doing just fine. Why did she want to come? She's never wanted to come here before.
Because Zyri gave her permission to talk to you about something. I don't know.
To talk to me about what?
I don't fucking ask her. I don't know.
Okay.
I tried to ask her and she didn't tell me. I don't know. I don't know what y'all got going on between y'all.
Nothing. I barely talk to her, ever. She doesn't even try to talk to me usually.
Okay.
Hey, Arthur.
What? Yes?
How are you feeling?
What did he say?
He said what? And then he's like, oh, yes? Like, trying to change his tone.
Theo just like takes like a calm breath and is like, how are you feeling?
Fine. About the same. A little better, I think.
So not fine.
A little better, I think.
I think.
I see you've been enjoying the tea a lot.
It's a great suggestion.
He picks up one of the cups and another cup.
I'm almost out. But that's okay. I will get some more.
I can bring you some more next time we visit.
Sure. So you're leaving then, if you're coming to visit me again.
Yes, we're leaving. We're leaving soon.
Yeah. We're planning to head to Mirror Depths pretty soon.
Well, it looks like obviously Zyri and Libris are back, so I'll just ask Zyri to come check on me then.
Okay.
Theo, like, picks up the clearly not currently in use cups, and he's like, I'll be back.
We'll only be gone a few days. At most, we imagine. So, we will.
Things always have a tendency to change.
Yeah, but we're hoping for the best. How are you really doing there, partner?
I told you about the same.
Right. So, and nothing's changed as of late?
Nothing that didn't already change the last time you were here.
But like updates on how things have been going, like anything?
I've almost fixed the machine. So that's great.
Uh-huh. And the other thing that we talked about last time?
What was the other thing? What was it?
That someone keeps popping up?
Oh yes. Still have felt things here and there. Sorry. It's been harder to keep my thoughts together lately.
It's okay.
I guess that's new.
Yeah, you seem like you're under a lot more stress.
I don't know if it's coming from me or him anymore.
It's probably both, partner. Him being stressed out is probably stressing you out, and it by turn is probably stressing him out, and then, perpetual stress.
Here's an odd thing.
Oh boy.
You want to know what's strange? So, I didn't realize I didn't actually hate myself until I realized how much he did.
I see.
A lot of issues with, like, self-reflection and worth and all that, which I didn't feel like I had a huge problem with before, but now definitely. And that's definitely coming from him, he says.
I mean, mean, that's fair. High expectations put upon someone will certainly do something like that.
I think I've mentioned before, he's a lot, younger than me. We are the same. And I mean, technically, he's older than me in the sense of, like, the timeline stuff, where he went farther on our path. But I repeated a lot of timelines, so in terms of actual experience, I've definitely had a lot more.
Right.
And he's very clearly still at the emotional state that I was a long time ago.
Yeah, and I imagine the self-isolation that's been going on with him probably ain't helping it a ton.
I honestly don't. He did say that thing about another Zyri once, but I don't know besides that any indication if he talks to people.
It seems like he doesn't. I mean, if you barely talked to anybody beforehand, and even up to this point, I don't see why he would, especially someone in his position.
Probably doesn't see much point.
Exactly. And, feeling like you're the only one who understands you, I guess. That kind of self-perpetuating inner reflection, especially when in such a vulnerable and, toxic headspace, definitely not healthy.
Clearly very scared about anyone taking what he has, but with the slaughter of the Sparks and the timeline issues and, all that.
Yeah. I briefly chatted with him back when we were at the resort. Not really the kind of fellow that's open to conversation, I suppose. Doesn't seem like stuck much.
That sounds like it all tracks.
Theo comes back.
Well, did you need anything from me before you left?
I mean, now I feel bad if I ask you for anything. I don't want to. You seem like you're under a lot of stress. I don't want to,
I'm honestly not doing much right now. Kind of just waiting for things and being careful.
I mean, I had 2 things in mind, but they seem really big, and I don't know if I want to put that on you. And last time we did one of them,
whatever it is, I can do it.
You don't have to push yourself. I don't want to stress you out, and I don't want you to be pushing yourself too much.
I would love something to preoccupy myself, honestly.
So, one, I wanted to see about going back to the binding.
Oh.
You remember when you and I were traveling there and I started just talking? Said I heard somebody and you said you didn't?
I ain't here to hurt you. Why you, copying my footsteps, partner?
Our footsteps.
Our footsteps?
Yes.
Beginning to realize that was probably me. Whatever, merged with.
Merged with, right. Yes, that whole thing again.
I'm thinking, if that's the case, that was the only place I ever was able to talk to him, or heard anything from him. So, that's my thinking. The other one, I don't know if it's technically smaller. You said you can hop between timelines, yeah?
Yes, with my lab here. Before, I can go to certain big bookmarks and things on my own now, without using the lab at specific locations and things. I still need the lab.
It was just gonna be a quick thing. I was just gonna drop off a book at this little library in the first timeline that we visited.
Oh. Sure, we could do that. That's not too difficult. I may not be able to pinpoint an exact time. It's a little finicky. Sometimes there's big gaps when I travel. But
it's fair.
I can get the general time area. At least I will aim to not go before we were there.
Yeah, preferably not before, because then that would cause a whole lot of problems.
What's this book about?
So, in one of the other timelines, I met you, but you were a wizard that worked at a library. Before we split up, you had told me, you yelled to me that you'd be waiting for me.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Oh.
And, obviously I knew I wasn't coming back. I felt shitty about that. So, at least, at the very least, just, I don't know, just dropping off a little gift or something to be like, hey.
Well, knowing me, I probably wouldn't have forgotten anytime soon.
So, that was my main idea. If that one sounds easier to you, Arthur, we can focus on that. We don't gotta do the other thing if you're...
Let's start with that.
Yeah, okay.
It's not that the other one's hard, it's just, I don't like going there.
Yeah, I figured. If you, know a way for me to just do it by myself, so I don't have to, ask you, then,
It is a very, very difficult place to get to. You'd have to be someone at a high enough level to be able to do that on your own.
I figured I'd ask, because I know you don't like it, so I don't want to force that on you, obviously.
Well, as long as you don't go there often, it should be fine.
Right. So want to try the first one then? Or the second one, I mean?
Maybe a different time. Maybe not today. She is here. He's pointing towards Libertas.
Right. Yeah. You wanted to chat with him?
Huh? Oh, are you done?
Yes, I think so. I mean, we were just gonna hang out a bit, obviously.
Okay. Well, I will just say my little thing, and then I will leave, and you guys can hang out. She's walking forward awkwardly, and as she does so, she's just like, "This is going to sound really personal, but it's okay. Zyri said he figured you'd be here anyway." She looks over at you two.
Okay.
He's starting to turn away, like he's already starting to not pay attention to her, and she's just like, "So I know you like him." And he flinches. And he knows it too. And he looks back over to her a bit startled, and then looks to the two of you very red in the face.
Looking away, not paying attention, definitely not paying attention.
Twiddling thumbs.
Uh-huh. Oh, what's over here?
And Arthur's just very clearly embarrassed. He's like, "Why are you confronting me about this? I know he's with you, and he acts like he hates me, so you clearly already won." And she's holding up a hand, and she's like, "Stop that. Zyri and I are in an open relationship. Given our circumstances, the question had to be addressed very early on. There's a few other Zyries whose spark evolved the same way, and we all have the same agreement, though I'd consider this one my first Zyri, actually." And you see his face is turning even more red, as she's talking.
Oh wow, look, is this tea? You brought tea in the other room. I think I heard pot boiling.
And he's just he's never mentioned any of that to me before. But he probably would have if he were interested, so I don't see what you're getting at. And she's just and you and him have dated before too. And then, you did not think his face could get any redder, and it's beet red.
Wow. Hey, Brandy.
I'm parched. You said you had a little bit of tea left. Yeah.
I really want to show you this cool cutlery.
Yeah, let's go see that real quick.
You can definitely still hear their conversation.
Oh, 100%. I would be listening in to the conversation anyway.
Yeah, regardless. And she's like, "You two had a similar sort of agreement. I know that obviously you're not interested in me, but we've been good friends in other timelines. I'd say sometimes even best friends, even if that's hard to believe." And Arthur's just I find that very hard to believe. He's been nothing but hostile towards me since we first met. The first thing he ever did was punch me in the face. That's how we met. And she just starts laughing. And she's like, yes, he did do that, didn't he? Before he knew any of you, though, that well. And he told me about that. And he also told me about all the other times that he met you. And he told me about versions of you that would make him smile. And he told me about the progress you were making in some of those timelines. And how if other versions of you could get better, maybe this one could too. And then one day he came back. and he was crying. And he said that there were no more Arthurs, and that there was just one timeline left that had you in it. And he said to me that day, if they're all just going to disappear, then I'm never going to be with a different Arthur. And one by one, every Cyree I knew went through the same thing. And I've never seen him cry or smile since. And Arthur's just like, why are you telling me about this? Because I love Cyree, and I want as many versions of him to be happy and to have a happy ending as possible. And I know he would be happier if he let himself care about you again, even just a little bit. And she leans over and she kind of like taps him on the forehead. And you need to address that jealousy that's been coming through in this conversation. Because if you decide it won't work for you, then that's fine. I'm not going to pretend it's easy. We've gotten into a lot of fights. I've had many conversations with you. But we've made it work. And we've all been happy before. And Arthur's just kind of like wringing his hands at this point. Should I talk to him about this? Well, he knows I told you. It's up to you to decide when you're ready for that. And you may not be his first Arthur, but you might be his last. And despite his best efforts, it seems you've somehow still fallen in love with him, huh? And more than anything, I'd really just like to see him smile again. Anyways, that was all. And she starts to turn around and head towards the platform. You could just think about that. Nice talking to you. We should do this more. Maybe not this specific conversation, but just in general. Goodbye. And then she steps on the platform and leaves.
Should we stay today after that? Would it be better or worse?
I don't know.
Should we give him a moment?
Let's give him just a sec.
You know him better.
Let's give him just a sec to process that. I'm sure he wants a second to process that, probably.
You see he's like elbows on the desk, like head against his like folded hands.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll just give him a second.
How long of a second? Because we don't have to hang out like long today.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That was probably enough time. We can probably go talk to him. Let's go.
Alright.
They start walking back to the room. Brandy's like, yeah, wow, that was some really neat cutlery that Arthur's got. It's really good.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey.
He like looks up, you can see his eyes are like red. He wasn't crying, but he was like close, you know?
How you doing, partner?
I'm guessing you probably heard that.
Oh, no.
Theo elbows Brandy. It's like, unfortunately.
Alright.
Yes.
She seemed to think that it was okay if you did, or at least Cyree knew that you'd probably be with her. So that means he's probably fine.
I mean, Cyree seemed to know at least me, Avayath, and Shui in other timelines. So, I mean, I don't know how close we are, but I don't know, that probably counts for something. So...
He ended up knowing me, so...
Yeah.
He shrugs.
Does he seem that? Did he seem that? Upset all the time, like she said, those 100 days?
You know, Arthur, he was very sad. He, drank a lot. That's, I mean, you probably noticed that. That was mostly him.
I did notice most of it's gone.
I'm surprised he left any, honestly.
He didn't find the secret. He's like holding it, there's like a bottle taped under the desk. Like.
Oh my god.
And you see him like start to open it as he's like pulling it out.
Ooh, Brandy will like push that bottle slowly down, like, no. Not right now.
No.
No.
But, yeah, he, always seemed distant in a way. And just, yeah, sad mostly. I don't think I'm the kind of person to particularly grate on his nerves, so he was mostly just sad.
We haven't spent a ton of time together. I always figured he just checked in because he was supposed to.
He might have thought that himself.
Might have wanted to think that.
Yeah. But, when you have a lot of feelings for someone, you tend to make any excuse.
He just always seemed like he hated me, so I just never even tried. I mean, he was with Libris, and...
Well,
Clearly.
without Libris here, between us, we're friends. How do you feel about Zari?
I mean... probably the closest person I've ever been to. But he is nice sometimes. Even though I know clearly he's trying not to be.
Theo nods with a little humored smile.
And like I said, he has always checked up on me over the years to make sure that I'm okay. Only person to ever do that. Well, not anymore. He looks to you two.
Right. And if he's made it clear his feelings for you.
I mean, has he? Libris just told me why he doesn't want to be with me. I don't see that as a reason. I think that's him maybe saying to back off, if anything.
Arthur.
No, Arthur, he...
Do you want to be with Zari?
I mean, not if he doesn't want to be with me.
No.
Do you?
Do you want to be with Zari?
Looks down.
Because if you do, you understand everything that we're going through right now. If this is your only chance you get, you should chase it and hold on to it as tight as you can.
Theo holds Brandy's hand! Dramatically.
Yeah, we'll squeeze Theo's hand.
It sounds complicated. I've never been with anyone before, let alone a relationship like that. That sounds so complicated.
It can be complicated, but when you care enough, you're willing to work through that.
Trust me when I say this, partner, from someone who's been in a very similar situation to you. God damn, it is so worth it.
Well, he'll be the one checking up on me while you're gone. So, maybe we'll talk.
Maybe you will talk.
I think you will. Don't be afraid.
Yeah. Anyway, do you want to hang out today? Or do you, want to process this? Or, do you...
I'm gonna watch a movie.
That's
Looks at
fair.
the computer.
I don't know what the hell that is, but that is fair.
Entertainment.
Alright.
Gonna play some Animal Walking.
Fair.
I thought it was Critter.
Critter Crossing. Whatever.
Critter,
They've made a new release. No.
It's the same game, but with a new brand.
just, as long as you don't, Theo, takes the bottle away.
Yeah.
Okay.
You really don't want to have that affecting your mind after this.
Yeah, you don't want to, I could only imagine what it would be like if you could, drunkenly call him up in his mind and, middle of the night. And that would probably
That would be embarrassing.
Yeah, you probably don't want to do that. You probably want to talk to him when you are sober.
Yes, probably. That would be better.
Well, we'll leave you to it, partner. If you need anything, obviously. By all means, let us know. And we'll begin to walk towards the teleportation circle with Theo.
And he just waits till you get there, and then he looks over, and then he's just like, thank you. Both.
Of course.
Yeah,
What are friends for?
Right.
it was good to see you.
Yeah, it's nice to see you.
What are...
Congrats on the new boyfriend. And then teleport.
We don't know. We don't know.
No, I'm already gone. I already fucking stepped on the circle the second I said that.
Theo's smiling and waving, laughing as well. It's like, so fun, so cute.
You cut him off, but I like how he still hasn't quite said it yet. He almost said what are friends for back, but he still hasn't quite said it yet, so...
Aw, that's okay. He'll get there eventually.
He'll get there. All right. So where are you going, Zen? Have your head talk.
Shui's Pond.
Shui's Pond. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And what exactly are you doing to try and contact him? And are you telling anyone where you are?
He'll tell Yaya
Okay.
that he's going to try to talk to Ibishu.
No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Bad idea. You ruined a cabin last time.
Fuck you, Bishu. No, he doesn't.
But yeah, he's gonna sit cross-legged at the edge of the pond, and he's gonna have his sword on his lap. He's taking a couple of breaths, kind of like how he was teaching Theo. He's also still holding his pearl in one hand. You know, not sure if it's changed at all.
Nope.
But yeah, he's just like, "Hey, Ibishu, are you there?"
Roll a wisdom save.
Cool. Beans.
You do have your advantage.
Cool, I need that because I rolled an 8 the first time. Okay, that's better. I rolled a 14 plus 1, so 16. I'm just kidding now. It's 15.
15. Okay, yeah, that's high enough. As you're sitting there trying to contact him, you fall forward unconscious.
Yep.
Start fucking
Not
drowning.
into the pond. Not into the
Right
pond.
into the pond.
You look down into the water. You are suddenly standing on top of. For a second, you were standing in front of the pond, and then the next second, you're suddenly in that kind of dreamscape that you were in before, that black expanse with the rippling water, like when you're on the moon. And looking down in your reflection, you can see Ibishu staring back at you.
And this is the first time they've, like, communicated, really, since he went to sleep, right?
Yes.
And he's looking around, and he's like, "Oh, hi, Ibishu.
What did you want to talk about?
I wanted to see how you were doing. I've been trying to talk to you for a while."
It's dangerous for me to be awake too long.
Tomorrow, my friends and I, we're going to Mirror Depths.
Why?
There's some people there that we need to help. And I know that Mizuni is also there. I don't really know what your connection to her is. To me, she lied to me, and I thought that she robbed me of having something really good. But I know that she was hurting, probably more than I realized. You were in the moon. You still are in the moon, right? Mostly.
No. I am with you. For now. We are still together. And if I go back, you will too. That's why it's dangerous for us to talk. You can exist here because you don't remember.
I wanted to know what your relationship with Mizuni was like. Were you close at all?
I only have one memory of her. Of being ripped from her arms.
Yeah, he's kind of quiet for a bit. Because that sucks, right? Like that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. She told me pretty much the same thing you just said.
We were born with a purpose, even if she didn't intend for it. So we were taken away very quickly to fulfill that, even if she regretted it.
Taken away by who?
Just the forces of fate. It's what we formed to be. Just as Mother controls the sea, and we control lightning, we are destined to kill the rabbit in the moon.
He grumbles at that. Well, okay, let's change pace.
That's a downer. Let's move on to an upper.
Yeah, he's like, let's talk about something else. What were your favorite moments?
Favorite moments?
Yeah, you spent a lot of time with Winona and the Moon. And from what it sounds like, you guys are pretty close. I talked to Master Libris, too. Is there anything you like talking about? Any stories?
I mean, there aren't a lot of stories, just the ones that she would tell.
Well, what was your favorite?
She told one a lot. of two mothers who wanted nothing more than to have a family. And they made the first wish to have that come true. And the stars cried that day and rained down upon everything. And from their tears came a rabbit out from the sky.
That's a really beautiful story.
It never had an ending. Wonder what it would be.
Maybe that's something you can find out for yourself. Once we figure out how to break this curse, right?
It's not a curse, it's destiny.
I think destiny is something that we can shape ourselves if we try hard enough. Did you know? The world is like a book. And there's an author, and there are a bunch of different pages. And somebody controls everything, right? Like fate. That means they can make whatever they want happen. It's even possible to destroy an entire world, or even throw one all out of whack just because you tear out a few pages. Everyone thinks that fate and destiny is something that can't be changed, but I don't think that's true.
Have you considered that breaking our destiny could have a similar effect on the world that you love? This is supposed to happen. And if it doesn't, everything could be torn apart.
He is quiet for a bit, and he's like, honestly, I did think about that. But at the end of the day, the opposite could also be true, you know? Unlike Mentor Estel, we can't see the future. And he's quiet as he's trying to gather his thoughts. And he's like, so I think that's something we're just gonna have to figure out ourselves, you know?
Do you think we can?
I know we can.
Did you bring someone with you?
No? No? I mean, I was just, I don't know, I was just holding my pearl.
You do feel a very looming shadow kind of start to creep over you, and just this very, thin, staticky sound start to filter into your brain that doesn't seem to be coming from outside, but just is around you.
Sounds like the scream I heard.
Hello again, Shui. It's been a while.
Super God?
When you spin around, he is leaning directly above you. You turn to face him and you are face to face an inch away from him.
He's gonna jump back?
You do that, and as you do that, you feel you bump into him as he's suddenly behind you.
How did you get here? You shouldn't be here.
Shouldn't, but I am, so let's talk.
I don't want to talk to you. I'm not supposed to talk to you.
Well, you don't have a choice. You have to talk to me. You may not have gone through anything traumatic enough for another upgrade quite yet, but you're about to, considering your current path.
Shui clenches his fist.
You can hear Abishu growling in the water beneath you.
Oh, shut up. Anyway, I figured, why wait? What's stopping me from just coming and having a chat with you now? Why do we have to wait for something traumatic to happen? Let's just do it now.
I'm not gonna say, I can't say, get out of here.
Oh, you're not gonna say anything. Don't you want to know what will happen if you're upgraded before you experience trauma? Aren't you curious? What if it helps you overcome whatever you're about to face? Wouldn't that be nice?
Shui takes a step back and he's just I don't need your help. I can do it myself.
You can hear that growling coming beneath you again.
You're going to break us.
And then you hear that growling immediately stop as you see the figure in front of you, Abaddon, snap his fingers, and Abishu freezes in the water, and the ripples do as well.
You can be quiet now.
What did you do to him?
Oh, whatever, he's just asleep again. He does it all the time, it's fine. Anyway, you know, gods are so oddly fragile for what they are. But you are something so much more powerful than the typical god. You're the spark, and while it might be artificial, it's also still strong enough to make you a chosen one. Which is interesting, isn't it? Isn't that interesting?
Gonna back up again? Because you need to calm down.
He seems like no matter how far away you get away from him, he is just always the same distance getting closer to you.
Being a chosen one doesn't matter to me anymore.
Well, it doesn't matter. If it doesn't matter to you, or to Avayath, or to anyone, because then you could kill me. Wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't that be so much easier if you were a chosen one, and then you could kill me? Could you imagine if a chosen one had the power of an elemental god? That would be amazing, wouldn't it? And then you could go save your parents and... Oops. Did I say that out loud?
What are you? He stops, and he takes a big breath, and he's like, you have to leave. Just go.
No, sorry. I'm not leaving until you make some sort of wish or request or anything like that. Is that it? Do you want me to leave? Is that what your request is? Because I will make it that if you don't pick something else.
Why are you doing this? Do you think I want to kill you?
Probably not. You're one of those little goody two-shoe types that doesn't like to kill anyone or anything. Well, except for your alter ego who's down in the water below. They have no problem with it, let me tell you.
Shui... he just kind of goes slack a little bit. Like he kind of like just lets his shoulders droop.
Listen, we could be here all day. And again, if you don't make a request, I'm just going to make it be that you want me to go away. And let's see what happens with that. Let's see what happens if you just wish I go away. Wouldn't you like it to be something actually useful for you? Like being the chosen one. That would be useful, wouldn't it? If you were the chosen one, specifically.
What happened to you?
What are you talking about?
You're nothing like the Arthur I know.
Of course I'm not. Why would I be? We're different. Sort of. Different enough. That one has no spine, and when it did some kind of frou-frou magic timeline bullshit, and now he's out doing whatever he's doing, trying to do whatever he's doing. I don't even know anymore. Why don't you just tell me what you want?
What are you trying to accomplish here?
What does it matter to you?
He grits his teeth. Because I want to help you! Oh.
Okay!
Stop! Cassie, stop! You bitch! Stop!
Zen, that was such poor wording.
Oh. It was. I realized it way after, immediately after. I was like, fuck.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
You hear him start to laugh, and it sounds horrific. It sounds like a mixture of how you've heard the Jabbers scream before, almost, as he starts to laugh at that.
Don't you want to help me? Let's go with that one. That was a good one, actually. I like how open-ended that is. Let's see what happens.
No, stop! You can't do that. I don't want that.
You can't take it back. You already said it. Anyways, it was great talking to you. I really loved what I got out of this conversation. So I'm just going to take that and let's, again, just see what happens.
I won't let you leave. He's gonna run after, like charge after Abaddon.
Okay. He finally started to leave you. He's going away now.
I know.
You can roll an athletics check.
He is gonna try to, grapple him. Oh. Damn it.
What'd you get?
It's not on that one. I rolled a 7. But, I mean, my modifier is pretty high. But, I rolled a 7. Plus 13. So, whatever that is.
A 20?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll roll for him. He got a nat 20.
Okay. Of course.
But I will say, as he starts to back away from you at that, you can see almost like the plague mask that he's wearing, from the speed at which he moves away from you, falls off and onto the water below, and it, has this huge ripple effect as it does so. And you see him kind of curse for a moment as he puts a hand to his face, and you can see just, this black, inky substance just kind of leaking off of him as it does so, before he, again, just lets out this, very distorted scream. And then just vanishes.
Damn it.
And you wake back up at the pond.
Okay, he's looking around, like, frantically.
Nothing's there.
He looks at his reflection in the water.
Roll a perception check.
18.
You look down in the water, and as you're staring at your reflection, you can see moving up your neck these kind of like black veins starting to go up it.
Mm.
And in the center of the pond is a plague mask.
A plague mask? Okay. He's just gonna pick it up. He's gonna grab his sword, and he's like, I'm sorry, Ibishu. And then he's like, I gotta let everyone know. And then he runs away from the pond.
Warning. This upgrade has not been approved. Mismanagement of resources may cause instability and system distortion. Are you sure you'd like to proceed? Spark upgrade initiated. Loading the Bane of Existence. Please stand by. Relaying message to recipient. Thank you. Goodbye. This power of yours is a taste of Quill.
To warp the world to mind and will.
Yet as you wield it, beware the price.
A fool might find my paradise.
Weapon or shield its ink shall bind, a stain far worse than blood you'll find.
And with each use the danger grows, as we go through this story's throes.
In moments dire, beware the sting, when body and soul begin to cling.
Whether attacker, defender, or martyred knight, there is calamity within our sight.